In this video, we're going to have a closer look at the Ghost Note Strum. This is a technique that I use a lot, and simply put, a ghost note is a note with a rhythmic value, but not a pitch. So if we mute a string like this and play it with a pick, it's got like a percussive effect, right? But not the pitch. That is a ghost note, and the Ghost Note Strum is when we're like going for a note. Something like that. And in this video I'm going to show you an exercise how you can get the Ghost Note Strum into your playing. As I said, it's a technique that I use a lot, and I think it makes the mandolin sound and the mandolin playing a little more expressive. Here we go. My name is Magnus Sedlund, and I help mandolin players just like you get to the next level. If you're new here at the channel, make sure you subscribe because we have new videos like this coming out every week. Also, hit that bell notification button and you will get notified as soon as we publish a new video. And to simplify the learning, just go to Mandolin Secrets Academy. There you will find the sheet music, the tabs, some play along for this tune and all the other tunes here at the YouTube channel. But here we go, the Ghost Note Strum. I'm gonna let you have a listen to it once more. So here I play a little melody line without the ghost note. It would sound like this. And if I add this little Ghost Note Strum, it comes like this. The way to get into this is I prepared a little exercise for you. We're doing it like a major scale etude for this. So we're gonna play first the A major scale in closed position. It's starting here on fret number 2 on the G string. Then 4, 6, 7. You can notice I'm not using the open strings now, using it all closed position. Then the same for the next string. And when we're using a little bit different technique when we're doing the strum for the bottom strings or for the top strings. Now we're practicing for the bottom strings. Here's how it sounds. So you can see I'm actually starting the strum with the upstroke like this, and then coming to the note on the downstrokes. The way you want to get into it is just pick and fret this A note on the G string. Sometimes you even get a little bit of the open strings sounding, but that's not the effect that we want right now. It's more like a muted, damped sound. I guess one of the reasons why I like this sound and why I use it so much, I think it adds a new sound to the mandolin, sort of, because a plucked instrument, and especially the mandolin, it's either like on and off, right? Da, da, da. But if you're thinking of a voice or a wind instrument or a bowed instrument, we can go do da, 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 things like that. it's a little bit of that feel when we're doing it. And another analogy that I can use, I have a daughter, she's not only 2.5 years old yet, and we're often going in the sled, at the ski, in the slopes, and when I like pushing her down the hill, I do like this, and go! You know, I'm kind of preparing her for the push. I'm not doing like, go! Then she could easily fall off the sled. It's like, and go! It's a little bit of the thing when we're doing this Ghost Note Strum. It's the note is not coming straight like, it's like, and go, and go, and go, and go. Da 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 da. So it adds, at least for me, it's really useful technique to give more expressive sound to the playing. Let us do this A major scale once more, and then I'm going to show you also how you do this strum for the top strings, because that's a bit different. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. If you follow along in the tabs, you can also see that we're doing the exercise on the descending scale. Once more, ascending and descending. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a thing, a pattern you can play at any place here on the bottom strings. You can even do it for the open strings. And you don't have to be too mindful of what strings you're actually strumming. Sometimes it's all 4 strings, sometimes it's only like 2 strings above. But you want to get this ghost note sound. What's happening there? When we're going for the top strings and doing the this little ghost note strum, it's all downstroke, starting from the bottom string and going to the top strings. And that is the next thing. If you're following along in the paper, we're going to do a C major scale, looking like this. So if you paid attention to my lessons, and if you ever been through fretboard success or anything like this, you will recognize this pattern. It's a closed position scale, and we call this box number 1. It's starting on the first finger. We're now on fret number 3. That is the C note. The second finger is playing D note, E, and the pinky, the F. That's a complete C major scale. And then we're going to do the same thing using the Ghost Note Strum. However, when we want to like strum, when we're targeting this note, it's very difficult to use the first finger if we want to do this kind of strum. So I'm going to use the second finger for the C note. So the pattern basically looks like this. And the reason is, of course, I want to use my first finger for muting the strings. So I'm just slightly touching. And if you follow along in the tabs, you can see that I also got the fingerings there, like this. Same thing for the C major scale, descending. Let's do it again with a pulse here again also. 1, the C major scale coming here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. And again, I'm repeating here. The idea is you don't have to pay attention to what notes we're producing here. There is no pitch for the ghost notes. It's only like of rhythmic value. So it's this is a technique that I'm using a lot, for example, in my song Minou's Waltz that is coming here. I'm almost always starting it like this. Did you see there? It's not... I'm starting it with an... things like that. There's also parts in this in the B part where I'm using this technique. Yeah, that's it. And if you're following along in the PDF, I think it would be quite self-explanatory for this exercise. And of course, you'll want to do this with all different scales you can think of. Minor scales, major scales, closed position, open position. Also, you can try to do it for all the modes, for example. And you want to play around with this. And also, of course, pay attention to the picking directions and the fingerings. That is very important here, so that you're using, like for the bottom strings, starting on the upstroke, and for the top string, it actually comes directly with the downstroke. And for the fingerings, why I point that out again, it's because you want to make sure that you have one finger to mute the strings. So it's all in there. And as always, play around with this, have fun, and make sure you're making music while you are working with this little exercise. And hopefully you can, as soon as possible, bring this into your melody playing so it becomes even more expressive. That's it, and as always, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, and we will also be very happy to know if you want to leave a comment below letting us know, do you use this Ghost Note Strum like this, or have you ever considered using Ghost Note in your playing? Please let us know in the comment below. We'll be very happy to see what you got to share about it. Thank you so much for watching. See you in a new video soon.